What's going on, folks? First and foremost, I hope everyone had a great Christmas and a very eventful and enjoyable New Year celebration. I just want to take a quick minute to bring a little bit of an update to you all. Some of you might have heard that Thailand changed their entry requirements, or there was talk of them changing their entry requirements this past weekend. And people kind of went in a little bit of a frenzy. Like, what's going on? What am I going to do? There was talk that they were going to require all foreign travelers to be fully vaccinated before you could enter Thailand. Actually, I think it was before you could even board your flight to go to Thailand. And a lot of people canceled their flight. It caused some people to get caught up at airports where they couldn't board. I've heard that Thailand flip-flops a lot and they can do it on a whim. Just as the announcement came through that they were going to require the vaccination was just like out of nowhere, I kind of thought, well, give it a little bit and they might. Maybe they'll backtrack, maybe they won't, I don't know. But my mentality was I'm gonna give it a few days before I cancel my flight. The other thing is, within the new requirements, there was something that said if you are just transiting through Thailand, those new rules don't apply to you. And so I thought, well, I'll keep my flight to Bangkok and then I'll just buy another flight from Bangkok to Cambodia or Vietnam or the Philippines. And that way I will technically just be transiting through and it won't matter. Now, whereas my first choice is Thailand, if they were to put those rules into effect, you have to go by their rules. So I was already starting to formulate a plan B in my head. When I woke up this morning, a friend of mine sent me a link to a short that Chocolate Man in Thailand posted. And he was like, Thailand's already rescinded those new rules. So I did a little bit of digging. I seen a video by Retired Working for You. And he was basically saying the same thing. There's a note in the acronym is NOTAM, Notice to Airmen. And that's like an official thing that if I'm not mistaken, it's what governments send to airlines to let them know what the entry requirements for passengers will be when they get to the country or before they even board. And one of the things that they changed, it was number 5 in the list. And it basically says that if a passenger cannot provide proof of vaccination, they can still board. They will just be subject to a test whenever they get to Thailand. I'll leave a link to the short from Chocolate Man in Thailand and the full video from Retired Working for You. I'll leave links in the description box below. So in the Retired Working for You video, if you fast forward to 4 minutes and 45 seconds, that's where he mentions the key change, which is the notice to airmen. And if you continue watching past that, he basically says that the chances of you being tested whenever you arrive in Thailand is kind of slim to none, because they don't really have anything in place right now to do that. There's going to be a large influx of travelers. They don't have anything put into place to check to see if everyone has a vaccine, and if they don't, to test people that don't. If you look on Reuters, January 9th at 5:55 in the morning, Thailand U-turns on COVID vaccination rule for visitors. So it says Thailand has rescinded the entry policy announced at the weekend requiring visitors to show proof of COVID-19 vaccination. And this is coming from the health minister. He said that checking evidence of vaccinations was inconvenient, and a panel of health experts has agreed to withdraw the new rule. If any of you have plans to go to Thailand and you're freaking out, I would say don't cancel. Don't cancel them yet. See how this plays out in the next couple of days. Because from what it seems right now, you can still go, even if you're not vaccinated. You're just going to be subject to a test when you get to Thailand, which that's fine. I don't care about that. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't want to be tested or anything. That's up to you. But the other thing is that I wanted to talk to you about is my trip to Tijuana. Now, my brother was supposed to go, and because it was his birthday is January 1st. And so we were going to do a New Year's Eve / his birthday big hoop celebration. And he decided not to go, which is fine. I still went. My ticket was already booked. My hotel was already booked. So I just went ahead and went. And I had a pretty good time. I probably would have had more fun if he was there, but it's okay. I'm kind of used to traveling by myself. I was able to visit a few different places that I haven't been to before in TJ, and I've got footage. So hopefully within the next week, I'm gonna be able to put a video together for that and get that out. Another thing is I keep getting a lot of comments requesting budget. What was your budget when you went to Thailand? How much money did you spend? Blah, blah, blah. I keep getting a lot of comments about that. So I'm going to try to put together a real short, sweet video, basically explaining what I spent on accommodations, food, transportation, and flights where I was hopping around Thailand. When it comes to women, I'm probably going to have to make another video separate from the budget. So that's my updates for the channel. I know the content is probably not what you guys want or what you're expecting from what you've seen from my visit to Thailand, but I can't do content like that all the time. Hopefully you guys will stick with me. We've passed the 5,000 subscriber mark. We're creeping up on 6,000, which I think is great. I want to thank each and every one of you that subscribes, each and every one of you that views my content. I appreciate it. I really do. It's like I said in my thank you video where we reached 1,000 subscribers. Like I never thought I would have this many subscribers. I really didn't. There's a line where you say, okay, you have to have some self-confidence. You have to say, I can do this, you know. But at the same time, you have to be realistic and humble and be like, there's no way I'll ever get to that point, you know. And that's kind of where I was at. I felt like I could make videos, and with a little bit of time and work and effort and reading, and I could probably make decent content, but I didn't think I'd have 5,000 subscribers. I'll put it that way. So the fact that we're creeping up on 6,000 is awesome to me. And hopefully we can keep building to a point where we hit 10K. Anyway, that's it. That's all I've got for you today. I hope you guys have a great week, and hopefully we'll be talking to you soon.